What if I told you that the greatest victory you could ever achieve isn't found in external accomplishments or public recognition? What if true success wasn't about how much you have, how far you've come, or what you've achieved, but about how peaceful and still you can become, no matter the chaos around you? In a world that never stops, always pushing us to do more, achieve more, and be more, what if the ultimate goal, the one that truly transforms our lives, isn't something external at all? What if it is the stillness and inner peace we cultivate within ourselves? Today, we're going to explore why inner silence is the greatest victory we can claim in our lives. We'll discuss how embracing inner stillness can help us conquer stress, anxiety, and the constant pressures of modern life, allowing us to truly live in a state of peace and fulfillment. Welcome to Awaken Your Essence. I'm Your Name, and in today's video, we're diving into a concept that many of us overlook. Yet, it is the key to true happiness and success: inner silence. We live in a world that constantly demands our attention. Notifications, emails, meetings, social media, all of these things keep us in a state of constant motion. We are conditioned to think that in order to succeed, we must be busy. But what if I told you that the greatest victory you could ever achieve is to find peace in stillness? Not by running after more, but by embracing the silence within you. In this video, we're going to explore how inner silence is not only the key to personal peace, but also to achieving true greatness. So let's begin by exploring the power of inner silence and how it can transform your life. We live in a world that is full of noise, both external and internal. The world tells us to go faster, to do more, to keep achieving, to constantly be busy. But this constant push creates stress, anxiety, and a feeling of unfulfillment. The more we try to keep up with the demands of life, the more disconnected we become from the quiet, peaceful place within us. External noise is everywhere. The media bombards us with images of success, beauty, wealth, and achievement. Social media keeps us plugged in, constantly comparing ourselves to others. Our jobs, relationships, and daily responsibilities often leave us feeling drained and overwhelmed. This constant external noise creates mental clutter, preventing us from accessing the calm and clarity that inner silence provides. Then there's the internal noise, the constant stream of thoughts, worries, fears, and judgments that run through our minds. We are often overwhelmed by the stories we tell ourselves. Am I good enough? Am I doing enough? What if I fail? These thoughts keep us trapped in a cycle of stress, preventing us from experiencing peace. This internal chaos makes it hard to hear our true desires, our inner voice, and our connection to something deeper within us. The first step to embracing inner silence is recognizing the power of stillness. Silence doesn't just mean the absence of sound, it means a state of peace, where we are not driven by external forces or internal turmoil. In stillness, we can hear the subtle wisdom that our minds often drown out in the noise of daily life. We can access a deeper sense of clarity and connection. When we embrace stillness, we gain clarity. The noise of the world fades away and we can see things as they truly are. We begin to discern our true desires from the distractions of our mind. In the stillness, we can ask ourselves the tough questions. What do I truly want in life? What is truly important to me? The clarity that comes from inner silence allows us to make decisions with a sense of purpose, not out of fear or anxiety. Peace is not something we find in the external world. It is something we cultivate within ourselves through stillness. When we stop chasing external validation and achievements, we can sit with ourselves in peace. Inner silence allows us to be present with ourselves without the need to be busy or productive. It gives us permission to just be, without feeling guilty or restless. Silence has a profound healing power. When we are constantly surrounded by noise, we are often running away from our emotions, our pain, or our fears. But in silence, we can face them. Embracing silence allows us to heal from past wounds and let go of the emotional clutter that weighs us down. We stop looking for external solutions and start to listen to the inner wisdom that knows how to guide us through life's challenges. A significant part of embracing inner silence is letting go. Letting go of the need to control every aspect of our lives. We live in a world that celebrates control. We are taught that success comes from having control over our circumstances, emotions, and relationships. But the more we try to control, the more we become anxious and stressed. The key to inner silence is learning to release. One of the hardest things to let go of is the expectations that others place on us. From our families to our work to society at large, we are constantly expected to meet certain standards. But these expectations often pull us away from our true selves. They create pressure, and they fill our minds with unnecessary noise. Letting go of these expectations doesn't mean we stop caring or being responsible. It means we stop allowing them to define who we are. In releasing these external pressures, we free ourselves to live authentically, in alignment with our own values and desires. The need for control is often rooted in fear of failure, fear of the unknown, fear of loss. But the more we try to control every situation, the more we end up fighting against life. The key is to trust the process and let go of the need to control outcomes. When we release the need to control, we open ourselves to the flow of life, which brings opportunities, growth, and peace. When we think of power, we often imagine it as something external, achieving success, gaining influence, and being in control. But true power comes from within, from the ability to remain centered and calm amidst life's challenges. True power is not about how loud you can speak, how fast you can move, or how much you can control. True power is about the ability to remain still in the face of chaos. It's the ability to keep your peace, no matter what is happening around you. When you can be still, you are not at the mercy of external circumstances. You are grounded in your inner truth and power. Inner silence teaches us the power of acceptance, accepting ourselves as we are, accepting others as they are, and accepting life as it unfolds. This doesn't mean we give up on our goals or dreams. It means that we stop fighting against reality and start embracing what is, trusting that everything is unfolding in the best way possible. The greatest victory in life is not in accumulating achievements or recognition. It is in finding peace and stillness within ourselves. When we embrace inner silence, we no longer need to prove anything. We no longer feel the need to be constantly busy or chasing after external validation. In this peace, we find the strength to live authentically, to make choices from a place of love rather than fear, and to navigate life with clarity and grace. If this video resonated with you, I encourage you to reflect on your own life. How often do you embrace stillness? How often do you let the noise of the world drown out your inner peace? The path to inner silence and peace starts with a decision to stop the noise and embrace the stillness within. If you're ready to live from a place of inner silence, like, comment, and share this video with someone who may need to hear this message. And don't forget to subscribe to Awaken Your Essence for more content that will help you find peace, clarity, and true power from within. Remember, the greatest victory you can ever achieve is not in external accomplishments, but in finding peace within yourself.